Here we have the Blunt Instrument VS30. It's a 2-channel guitar amp with two Celestion G10 Alnicos built in, which makes it a very compact size, but it's anything but compact when it comes to the sound, as you just heard. Unlike a lot of other guitar amps which have bass, middle and treble and presence, the tone control approach on this amp is rather different. We have a tone control, which isn't just a treble cut like it would be on an AC30. It's actually one of those where you turn the tone down, you get lots of bass and all the treble goes, and vice versa. So it's actually very wide ranging, and if I give you a demo here. So that's the two extremes, and they're almost two different amplifiers, really. So if I just put it back into the middle, next to the tone control, there is a contour control, which really deals with the mid-range, and it's very wide-ranging, just like the tone control. So at the moment it's in the middle. Lots and lots of lower mid there. Around the other side, all the treble, all the mid-range rather, has been scooped out. There's tons you can do with this. Now, this amp doesn't sound like a Fender, it doesn't sound like a Marshall, it doesn't sound like an AC30, it doesn't sound like an X or Y or a Z. It sounds like itself. So every guitarist should have one of these, because there's a masses you can do with it. Channel 1, which I've been playing through here, is a clean channel all the way up to maximum volume, where the speakers will break up and you get your natural distortion. Channel 2 is slightly crunchier. There's also a power setting control on the underside of the cage of the amplifier, which brings the power from 36 watts, which is the maximum power here, down to 4 watts. Now the amp is actually a 50 watt amp, but it's been brought back to operate within a comfortable zone, so it's completely reliable. So if I turn it all the way down to 4 watts, and play that same thing again, there you go, there's your distortion. Now, the unique thing about this is that that distortion doesn't come about when you have the volume on very low volume, so you can still get a clean sound. Now that's quite difficult, or very difficult, to achieve. So it responds very nicely even at that low power setting. This is handmade in Cornwall, and it's very, very nicely built. It's made of 18mm birch ply. It's got casters as standard. It's also got a 3-switch foot switch, which brings in other effects. We've got a tremolo, so if I just give you that, that's very lovely, and it's quite wide-ranging with its speed. So that's the fastest. That's about halfway, so it can go very slow. There you go. It also has a reverb tank in. It's a medium length one, but this amp can be ordered with a short or a long tank. And there we go. Now, the tone and contour can be adjusted for each of the channels, each of the 2 channels, which is unusual in that most amps, if you've got a Marshall master volume, the tone control is there for the entire amplifier. But this is so wide-ranging that you can have 2 guitar amps going essentially at the same time with one change of your switch. Now, I've got some stomp boxes here, so if you want your sort of gainy sounds, just stick something in front of it. and it's good with, especially on the clean channel, those of you who are sort of more into your... So it's quite happy seeing stomp boxes. I know some amps are a little bit, they complain a little bit with that. So I've got a phaser. And there we go. So this is the Blunt Instrument VS30. If you look at the web address at the bottom of the page, you can find out a lot more about it.